Hey everyone, this is Jeff. You're watching Dank Network, and in partnership with LeafBuyer.com, we're here to bring you the latest in cannabis news. There are many rumors and speculations about how long weed stays in your system, but specifically, how long does it stay in your saliva? There are multiple ways to determine whether there is marijuana in your system. The drug can be detected through blood, urine, hair, or saliva. When you smoke weed, the primary ingredient, THC, is metabolized and soaked into your body. Since the saliva test, unlike the others, focuses on the THC content, it might suggest that marijuana has a comparatively short time span where it can be identified by using a saliva test. Most saliva tests on the market today can detect marijuana in your system for about 24 hours after consumption. This test is especially effective if you have just smoked a joint. However, it can recognize pot for as long as 72 hours. So if you're a heavy smoker, it can pinpoint your cannabis intake for as much as a week after you've fired up. Therefore, in order to get past the mouth swab test and feel confident that you'll pass, the best thing to do is not smoke weed for at least 3 days. And this will, in most cases, be enough time to skirt through that test. However, in the case of a surprise test by your employer, you'll have to resort to other measures that will radically decrease the time that pot remains in your system. There are more important considerations when it comes to the ability to tell whether you're a pothead. For instance, your body mass is an indicator, along with the level of physical activity, age, metabolic rate, overall health, the level of individual drug tolerance, potency of the herb, and of course how much you smoked. If you are subjected to a saliva test, it might become necessary to brush your teeth aggressively for at least 3 times a day. This has been proven to be very helpful in the past. Pay particular attention to the gums, the cheeks, and the tongue. Consume as much water as you can tolerate too. And you should also continuously chew ice chips in an effort to decrease the level of toxins in your system. This will also dilute the saliva. Another possibility is to use mints and other breath suppression products in order to mask the presence of weed. Eat high-fat foods just prior to the test. This will help absorb the THC. If desperate, try some lemon juice, hydrogen peroxide, or even vinegar. Other methods for erasing the trace of cannabis in your saliva might require that you purchase distinctive products like detox mouthwashes, such as Ultra Wash or Stinger Detox. Keep this on yourself at all times if you have one of those jobs with a reputation of surprising you with a random test. These products are the best in the market when it comes to cleansing your mouth of THC with a small, compact, fast-acting remedy. It contains the active ingredients of aloe vera, peppermint, magnesium sulfate, potassium chloride, and witch hazel. Do this at least 15 minutes prior to your test, and you can begin to immediately remove all evidence of marijuana if you use this product and method. Be mindful, however, that these remedies have a Cinderella effect. So like after an hour, you'll turn back into that homely stepchild, likely flunking your test. So the swab test is not designed to locate the metabolites that reside in your fat tissue. The advantage for the employer in utilizing the saliva test is that the person being tested must remain in the presence of the tester. This reduces the likelihood of being fooled by fake saliva. The test is administered immediately by using a brush, swab, or toothbrush and then placing it between the lower portion of the cheek and gum for about 1 minute. Another advantage, though, of the saliva test is that it allows for the use of instant testing kit, with the results available almost immediately. So it removes the agonizing wait to see whether you passed or not. But also, the saliva test does not take into consideration how much weed you may have smoked in the past. So it's only effective if you've used it within the past couple of days at most. The saliva test will more than likely become the go-to method of attempting to discern whether an individual has smoked pot or not. Much like the breathalyzer for alcohol, it's instant and it's far less expensive. But now that you know how long marijuana stays in your system, what are your guys' thoughts on this THC detection practice? Do you think this is a reasonable way to test for THC? Let us know in the comment sections below. We really would love to have a conversation about it. But I'm Jeff with Dank's Network. It's sponsored by Dank's Wonder Emporium, a premier cannabis retailer in Olympia, Washington with over 300 different strains. Dank's Wonder Emporium prides itself on having the largest selections and always the best prices on everything the cannabis industry has to offer. We're open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And LeafBuyer.com is the #1 online resource for cannabis deals and specials. LeafBuyer.com aims to provide valuable information for the savvy cannabis consumer. As always, you guys, if you like this video or you like what I do on this channel, remember to hit that like button. If you're new here, you better hit that subscribe button. Guys, I'm Jeff with Dank Network, and as always, remember to live higher.